It's 5 AM on Friday the 11th of October.
In this one, I talk about hair falling out again. I talk about food and chicken soups, and mostly, to be honest, this episode is principally taken up with GSF injections and me spasming in my chair and in my bed like an old man.
So I've had I've had a fairly disturbed night's sleep with sort of back spasms and stuff from the GSF injections. Feeling very much like an old man. I noticed as well around 2 o'clock my hips started to hurt, which I remember from before, which is a particularly old man sign, and then the sort of feelings of very mild whiplash.
I had honestly completely forgotten about the back spasms. Honestly, since I came out, I didn't recall that happening at all. I think I said to you before that I'd actually forgotten I had to redo the GSF injections completely. And so, of course, I'd forgotten about this as well. Now, I've never seen anybody else have sort of achy joints and bone pain from GSF injections. So I can only base this on my experience. I don't know if anybody else sort of comes out of their chair like this when their lower back spasms and forces them to sort of writhe.
Rather than trying to be particularly manly about the whole thing, and try and power through, I've asked for some paracetamol, which is why I am awake and fairly chatty at this undesirable hour of the morning.
The lower back sort of goes and I sort of gyrate out of my chair towards the camera.
Oh, they're really powdery and horrible, but they are done. So that'll probably take about half an hour to kick in. So I'm not expecting to sleep now. I've been awake, I think, since about 4:15. They have done bloods though, and they've put up my antibiotic here, and they have done OBS. So hopefully when I do go back to sleep, I'll be able to stay asleep until like 8:15. Anyway, and then...
Please be aware that staying in bed for several weeks at a time, doing no exercise whatsoever, can impact your fitness. That is me being out of breath from talking.
And today will probably end up being a partial nap day. Back, ooh. It sort of comes in like a sort of wave, a sort of spasmy wave. So it's sort of do-do. The hip isn't too bad, provided I don't try and move too much. And again, if I don't try and move too much, the neck isn't too bad. It's the back that's the pain. Being lit, being strategic here, being lit by the light from the bathroom. I know it's not the most aesthetically pleasing. I should have set something else up really, but I don't want to blind myself at 5 o'clock in the morning. I do plan to go back to sleep. So yes, we're not committed enough to the filming. But anyway, hopefully this will do. So, good night. I'll see you again later. Friday, 11th of October. So it's still fairly groggy, obviously having not slept particularly well last night. I'm going to try, I've lost a bit of weight again, I'm 58.8 now. So today is peach mango flavour. Peach mango. So yeah, let's see what this one's like. The world's shittest health food YouTube channel. Right. Smells a bit sharp, kind of funky. I'm not a huge fan of mango really, generally. Better than the soup though. Not bad. Fortunately, I think I can taste more of the peach than the mango. Yeah, so that's okay. I could drink these. Back. Comes and goes. Comes in waves, boop, 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 pulses, and then goes again. The hip sort of discomfort and like shoulders and neck and stuff, that's more if you just try and do too much. But the back will get you regardless of what you're doing. Whether you're laying down, whether you're sitting up, it'll have you. All right, cool. There you go, another one tried. I quite like them all so far, to be honest. The only thing I didn't really enjoy was the soup.
In all seriousness, I didn't remember this particular time period in any way whatsoever. It kind of all just sort of slipped away. If I didn't have this vlog to remind myself, I would have forgotten it forever. For those of you, if you do want to remember what it is you actually went through those weeks when you were stuck in there, you know, write it down, do a blog, do something, because otherwise when you try and explain to people, all you'll have are like the major notes, you know, chemo stem cells done. If you want to really remember all the ups and downs, this seems to be the only way that I at least could do it.
All these people keep surprising me. I told my wife not to come and see me today because my son isn't very well, but she's here. What are you doing? What are you doing? You just messaged me back saying it wasn't a good night and you didn't tell me you were coming. I haven't washed. I stink. I'm very sweaty. What have you got there? What are you doing? Hello. Hello. Okay. Well, it's a pleasant surprise, but I'm not happy about it.
Oh, I smell fresh bread.
Sorry? That just came in here.
They bought me one that had been made up with powder about 5 minutes after I did my mango and peach. It was nice being waited on, even if they were just trying to make me fat.
I just drank a peach mango one as well. I haven't brushed my teeth. So
That many of it direct.
The diarrhea will remain part of your life, whether you drink the Fresabins or not. So, drink the Fresabins.
oh, well, I didn't realise that. That wasn't informed me as a risk. How'd you manage
I won't
that?
kiss you because Charlie's ill, just in case.
Kissing was something I hadn't really considered as part of HSCT, but if it is the same as in my relationship, a part of what, helps bring that intimacy, helps keep you close, that kind of thing, you're going to really miss it. And for me, it's kind of taken a bit of a nosedive in the last few months, between not wanting to catch like contagions off of each other, and then my being ill and not wanting to infect her, and then her being ill, not wanting to infect me, and my son being ill and then infecting my wife, stopping her from infecting it's a bit of a nightmare. So get used to maybe not being as smoochy as you are normally. I'm gonna wash, and this is not, I'm not gonna do a huge amount of B-roll on this, but given that I'm afraid to shower with this, so I'm not showering. I've been washing pretty much every day, and my wife's obviously just come and visit me and inform me that I stink, which I did kind of know, but it's good to be told. But yeah, I'll try and do some B-roll of what it's like doing a flannel wash. I don't know why. Maybe I'll never use this. But anyway, here we go. Yep, I've vlogged the whole thing of me washing myself. So if you ever wanted to see some tiny man nipples, here we are. I'm just so small. I need to go to the gym. Oh yes, you get the bottom half too. Enjoy. I got particularly sweaty overnight. I'll do the bottom half later on. I won't be doing B-roll for the bottom half. Perverts, it's not that kind of channel. So we'll go as far as pants. Right, so they give you these sort of disposable flannels. Get them wet. Run it warm first, and it gets a bit chilly because it makes yourself damp. So then you can put the shower gel on, but it means you actually get some sort of foam. Shower gel. I look a bit like Christian Bale in The Machinist, if he were a bit fat. And then after that, it'll be quick run down with a dry one, and then use a towel. Ow. Head is still quite sensitive. It's this patch at the back here that kind of hurts. Not as much, there's still stuff coming out, but not as much. My wife informed me this morning that apparently I should expect to be losing hair, and it won't start growing back properly for about another 2 months. Towel. Ow, my back. Oh, motherfucker. That's it. A highly entertaining particular video. A man washes. That has been 5 minutes recording. I intend to make that 35 seconds. Goodbye. Fail, old Chris. It is 1.5 minutes. I wanna know if you'll be my girl. Do. For those of you who paid attention in previous vlogs when I talk about messages that I send my son, these are my Bat Dad pajamas.
10:34, Friday the 11th of October. A number of things. I lose all memory of what I've said at this stage. So I'll recap. Didn't sleep well, back spasms. They've given me some codeine.
I knew I took codeine at some point, but I honestly, for the life of me, couldn't remember when. I remember it did help though. This is good.
You can see that? Come on, refocus. Oh no, I dropped the codeine. Oh no, it's on the floor. That's really bad. Okay, I'll find that in a minute. Okay, so they've given me some codeine to try and help with the back spasms. I have asked the doctor to not give me a GSF injection today. I remember last time when I was before the harvest, when I felt like a bit rubbish like this before the harvest, and they gave me, I had one more at home. And the next day, overnight, it was awful. It was really, really bad. So I'd avoid that if I can.
The doctor said, tough, you still got to take it. It's in the protocol, it's written down, and I'm going to do exactly what this says. They didn't go and check with the consultant, with Dr. Hunter, who has the authority to be a little bit more flexible. They just said, do it. So I took the codeine, and everything was actually much better. It was all fine. For those of you familiar with the side effects of codeine, I can confirm that I didn't take enough for it to overwrite the current gastrointestinal situation with chemotherapy and antibiotics.
My neutrophils are up to 2.4 or 2.9, so that's a big jump. Platelets are up to like 49. So things are, in the blood count, looking good, looking very good. I mean, I can leave after they go above, I think, 1 or 1.5. So all they need to see is that they continue to stay level and don't dip too much when I stop the GSF injection. So I think the protocol would be to give me another one now. But I'm content for them not to, quite frankly. My wife is a more forceful woman and tried to argue the point with the doctors this morning. But it was a junior doctor. She was very nice, but she's going to go and ask the reg, or the hematology doctor later. Excuse me. I seem to have a bit of a cold as well, which is kind of weird. It sort of comes and goes. I need to find that. I need to find that codeine. I need to find that codeine. Right, I'm gonna do that. Ow. I mean, it's been on the floor underneath my bed. I'm not sure if I should really be ingesting it, but I'm sure it'll be fine. It's all right. It's perfectly fine. So numbers are looking good, which means I may be able to get out of here by like Monday or Tuesday. Hang on, it's a little bit weird. What's going on here? All right. Monday or Tuesday, which would be really cool. I don't know if that's going to be the case, but I remain hopeful. Other things they brought me to eat. These are actual like normal rice pots, so it's a mull of rice. Now I like rice pudding, so this is a bonus. And then also a normal custard. And the Eat Natural sort of granola-y bar. I have to hide my hair, there we go, yeah. So I'm kind of surprised that these are things for like weight gain because they're just normal products, especially as this one is low fat. But hey, what the hell. I've also, somebody delivered me this. That is horrible, that is horribly sweet. It's not bad tasting, it's just really sweet. It's like a not very good Nesquik. But, I mean, slightly breathless this morning, so you have to forgive that. Slightly breathless is mixed with all the sniffing. And when I edit this, I'll make an effort to remove some of the sniffing.
I got lazy. The sniffing stays.
Yeah, that's it for now. I'm gonna take my codeine. I think I'll have my codeine with my milkshake. So, codeine milkshake. There you go. So we'll see if that makes a difference. Hopefully so. Cheers.
Shepherd's pie about Zoe's Betty's lenses.
Okay, so a fairly tired and sluggish day overall. I've lost the battle of the GSF injection, and yeah, the codeine has obviously made a difference. My back hasn't spasmed all day, even though I would assume the codeine has started to wear off by now. So this is good. So that means it'll be manageable, which makes me very happy. Other than that, not much to report. Obviously, all the bloods and all that stuff is up. I mentioned that this morning. Only other thing that's worth mentioning, Catherine, the very, very nice housekeeper lady, made me this delicious. This is a vanilla milkshake from the protein range, and she's put in a little tub of ice cream as well. So this is a very special, like a proper milkshake. I'm very happy with this, and it's really good. It's really nice. Yeah, so I like being fed, and it's nice that she fed me a special thing with the ice cream. These things make me happy. Otherwise, fairly tired. As a side note, I've been a bit miserable today because I made an error with a client, which I feel really bad about. So that's been playing on my mind. Nothing at all related to the treatment or HSCT in any way. It's just me having a whinge because I was a plonker, and unfortunately, yeah, the apology and request for a call to further the apology did not win the client back round. So they've decided to cancel a booking they were going to have with me, which sucks. And it's a shame because I really liked them. They were really nice. Anyway, yes, hopefully I won't make any more mess ups. So that's the lesson for today. I'll speak to you later.
And finished. I forgot about most of that, it turns out. So I didn't remember being breathless while I was in the room and doing literally nothing except having a conversation with myself to a camera. I forgot about the back spasms. I forgot about an awful lot of that. The client thing, though, I remembered really, really well because it really upset me. I got wires crossed, but they got really, really arsey with me and basically cancelled the booking and then wouldn't let me, even when I tried to call them to say, hey, sorry about that, let's explain. Yeah, they ignored me and completely blanked me and ghosted me. So that bothered me for quite a while. I don't think it would have annoyed me quite as much if I were at home, if that makes any sense, but being in the hospital room with not much else to focus on, it became my only focus. On the flip side though, I realised how very nice codeine is when you take it when it's bothering you. Codeine, good stuff. And that is it for this one. So on the next one, what am I doing? What's going on the next one? Not a Scooby-Doo. I look like I'm sat in a bed. No idea. Based on the footage I've just glanced through, it looks like me laying on a bed and showing you cheese. So enjoy that. I will see you next time. Thank you very much for watching. If you could please like and subscribe and all that kind of stuff. I ask you every time, and I'm sorry for keep on saying it, but if you can, it'd be really appreciated. Otherwise, until next time, yeah, see you later. In this one, I talk about... That was a back spasm. The 3 weeks in a... can impact your general... Kissing's a funny one. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Just bring that into... Yep, I blogged the whole thing. Nah. So, even if you... I probably didn't... Fail. You were more than... Fail, old Chris. You've... Fail.